In the heart of Oakwood Town, nestled among towering pines, stood an ancient cemetery. This was the place where the citizens whispered tales of spectral mysteries and ghostly apparitions beneath the full moon on Halloween night. This year, the air seemed particularly heavy with anticipation, a palpable tension in the crisp autumn breeze. The town's graveyard was an eerie sight, shrouded in mist. The scent of pine mingled with damp earth, and the night's stillness was punctuated by distant hoots of owls. As the clock struck midnight, the moon itself seemed to take on a menacing glow. Jamie felt a shiver run down his spine. Each step he took was slow and deliberate, crunching the fallen leaves beneath his feet. Suddenly, something caught his attention, a rhythmic clinking sound like bones knocking together. His heartbeat quickened as he followed the noise deeper into the graveyard. The fog thickened, curling around him like ghostly fingers. And then he saw them, or rather, it. A skeletal figure was rising from the ground, a pallid silhouette bathed in cold moonlight. Not just one, but dozens emerged, their movements slow yet with an eerie grace. They danced silently, as if engaged in some macabre ritual. Jamie watched in a mix of fear and fascination. He fumbled for his camera, his hands shaking. He needed evidence. The skeletons continued their eerie ballet, heedless of their audience. However, it wasn't long before Jamie realized he was not alone. A shadow emerged from the fog. An old man, hunched and wrinkled, his eyes as hollow and dark as the graves themselves. "Do you see?" the old man whispered, his voice a raspy echo. Jamie nodded, transfixed by the spectacle. "The dead's dance is a tradition," the old man continued, his voice barely louder than the rustling leaves. "Once a year, they rise to remember the joys of life, to move as they once did. But be warned, someone must stay until the dance is done." The dance continued, each skeleton bending and turning with uncanny skill. The air grew colder, frost forming on each breath Jamie took. "You mustn't interrupt their dance," said the old man, fading away into the mist. Jamie tried to call out, tried to run, but his voice failed him. Resigned, he stayed as the dance wound down, watching as each skeleton returned to the earth. As dawn approached, the mist slowly lifted, leaving behind only silence. When Jamie's friends found him the next morning, he was sitting on a grave, dazed but alive. His camera was full of pictures, blurry, unfocused, but enough to convince even the most skeptical minds. Though the townspeople whispered for years about Jamie and the dancing skeletons, only he knew the true extent of the night's mysteries, the thrill and horror of witnessing the skeletal ballet. Halloween in Oakwood Town gained notoriety, and each year, its graveyard became the setting for another tale of spectral wonders and a reminder of how thin the veil between the living and the dead truly